Kia ora and welcome to Te Pūtahi Mātauranga, the Faculty of Arts and Education. Ko Taylor Marina taku ingoa, my name is Taylor.
Ko Sophie Scott Elvidge taku ingoa, my name is Sophie Scott Elvidge. This is a course advice video designed for anyone interested in any of the programs that sit under the Faculty of Arts and Education. This slide here will tell you how to navigate this video, so pay close attention here. The presentation contains information for all of the programs within the Faculty of Arts and Education. The programs covered in this video will be shown on the next slide. You don't need to watch the whole video, just navigate it using the chapters that we've split it up into. The first chapter is the Welcome and General Orientation. This contains important information for all first-year students, so everyone should watch this section. Once you've done this, you can use the chapters to jump to the program or programs that you're interested in studying. You'll receive information on the program and also what your first year might look like. Finally, you can skip to the application and enrolment and thank you chapters at the end. There are an extensive range of programs available through the Faculty of Arts and Education. This video will cover all of the programs shown on the screen now. Remember, you don't need to watch through the information for programs that are not relevant to you. Instead, you can jump to the programs you're interested in. In the next slide, we'll show you a little bit of our city campus where you'll be studying, starting with the iconic clock tower, and then jumping across the road to our brand new state-of-the-art building for arts and education. So hopefully, especially if you're not familiar with the campus, that's given you a bit of an idea of where we're situated, as well as showing you our beautiful new building. So there are a number of reasons why you might choose to study with the University of Auckland. So I'd just like to take a moment to highlight the strengths of the Faculty of Arts and Education in particular. We boast world-renowned, highly respected academic teaching staff who you'll be learning from, student-centered support, the amazing new building that you've just seen, as well as some really solid industry connections. All of these things contribute to a really strong faculty with high quality learning and grounding in the industry you may wish to work in when you graduate. So let's take a look now at some of the terminology you'll encounter when you become a student with us. Some of these terms you may have heard already, but you'll become pretty familiar with them as you move into your first year. So a conjoint program is when you are studying two programs at the same time for a condensed period of time. Typically, conjoint students will take a slightly higher workload, so 9 courses per year rather than 8, and will usually complete in 4 years depending on the degree. Courses, also called papers, are the individual components that make up a degree program. We'll have a look at courses in a little bit more detail on the next slide. A course code is the series of letters and numbers that is ascribed to a course and identifies it. So, as an example, WTR100 is the course code for Waipapa Taumataro. Usually, courses with 100 will be taken in your first year, 200 will be taken in your second year, and so on. Faculties are sort of like the various departments you have at school, and each of our programs sits under the various faculties. This video is for the Faculty of Arts and Education, and as such, it will cover all of the programs that sit underneath it. A lecture is basically a big class where a lecturer, sort of like a teacher, presents new information to a large group of students. This is usually the component where you listen, take notes, and absorb the big ideas for that topic. A major is the main subject you choose to focus on in your degree. So, for example, if you're doing a Bachelor of Arts and you love history, you may choose that as your major. You can also do a double major, which means choosing 2 main subjects to study across your degree. A practicum is like hands-on learning, especially in our teaching and education programs. So instead of learning in a classroom, you'll go out into a real school or early childhood centre and get experience actually working with students or children. It's a chance to really put what you've learned into action. So at uni, school can mean something different than in high school. For example, within the Faculty of Arts and Education, there are schools like the School of Humanities or the School of Music. It's just a way that the university organises different areas of study, like departments. A tutorial is a smaller class that usually happens later in the week than the lecture. So this is a more collaborative chance to talk more about what you've learned, ask questions, and get more one-on-one time with your tutor and or your classmates. These are way smaller, so you might have 10 to 20 people and a lot more interactive. Finally, an undergraduate degree is the same as a bachelor degree, and an undergraduate student is somebody who is studying their first degree, so like a Bachelor of Arts or a Bachelor of Education. So if you come to study with us next year, you'll be considered an undergraduate or an undergrad student. So speaking of courses, what does a typical year look like? As you can see here, the usual structure for a single degree student is that you'll take 4 courses per semester, 8 courses per year. Each of these courses is usually worth 15 points, making up 120 points in total across a year.
The Bachelor of Arts is the place to study people, where we've been, where we are, and where we're going. So why study a BA? Well, if you love big ideas, dive into philosophy, classics, or theology. If you love stories or telling them, try history or English. If you're a creative, explore art history, drama, or media and screen studies. If you love Aotearoa and the Pacific, Māori studies or Pacific studies might be for you. And if you want to make an impact, study criminology, politics, or communication. For the globally curious, learn a language or explore European or Asian studies. And if you're passionate about understanding humanity, past, present, and future, anthropology, psychology, or sociology will be your calling. Our Bachelor of Arts is all about choice and depth. You can choose from 35 different majors, from criminology to communication, Māori studies to media. You even get to pick 2 majors, building a unique combo tailored to your passions. It's not just about study, it's about preparing for real-world careers with in-depth, future-focused knowledge. Here's a look at all the majors you can choose from in a BA. So whether you're into culture, people, politics, the environment, language, or the arts, there's something here for you. Think about what excites you, what challenges you, and what kind of an impact you want to make. And remember, you can pair any 2 majors to build a degree that's totally your own. So how does the Bachelor of Arts actually work? This short video breaks down the structure, how many courses you'll take, how majors and electives fit in, and how flexible the degree really is. Let's take a look.
A Bachelor of Arts is made up of 2 majors and a mix of electives, general education, and 1 required course. Most full-time students study 8 courses a year. If you're studying 8 courses a year over 3 years, you will have taken 24 courses by the end of your degree, and those courses can be across a range of subjects. All University of Auckland first-year students take 1 required course called Waipapa Tau Mataro. This will teach you essential academic skills and set you up for success for the rest of your studies. 2/3 of your degree will be taken up with courses that fall under your 2 majors. You must take 8 courses for each major across your 3 years of study. The rest of your degree is made up of electives. These can be any Bachelor of Arts courses that interest you outside of your majors. You will also take one general education course, which can be chosen from a wide variety of options across the university. While it is helpful to have an idea of what you might like to major in when you start, many first-year subjects feed into multiple majors, including those you choose for your electives. So don't worry if you change your mind during your first year. In your first year, you are not required to have any prior knowledge for most of our courses. This means you can come and study a subject without ever having studied it before. This includes languages. Many students come to the university and start a language from scratch, while other students carry on a language they already have some knowledge in. As well as studying a Bachelor of Arts as a single degree, you can take it as part of a conjoint. A conjoint degree is where you study 2 degrees at the same time in less time than it would take to study one after the other. Arts is a great conjoint partner with many different degrees at the university. This is just a snapshot of how you can build your degree. You can find out more about our courses and degree planning on our website.
So now let's zoom in and take a closer look at what your first year might actually look like. This example uses a student majoring in criminology and sociology. In semester 1, they're taking one course for their criminology major, one course for their sociology major, an elective course, they've chosen history, and the core university paper, Waipapa Taumatoro. In semester 2, they'll continue with another criminology course, another sociology course, another elective course, they've chosen history again, and a general education course in sustainability. Take note of the course codes you see on this example. All first year courses will start with a 100 level code. As you move into your second year, you'll take 200 level courses, and in your third year, you'll move into 300 level courses. Let's take a look at some of our most popular conjoint degree options. A conjoint degree is where you'll study 2 different degrees at the same time. This is a smart option because it saves you time and money. So instead of taking 6 or more years to do 2 degrees one after the other, a conjoint usually takes just 4 to 5 years to complete. Plus you'll graduate with 2 qualifications, which can really set you apart in the job market. And you'll get to combine knowledge from 2 different faculties, making your learning experience broader and more flexible. And most importantly, you'll enhance your career options by developing a unique set of skills across 2 different areas of expertise. So if you're interested in more than one subject area, a conjoint degree might be the perfect fit. Let's take a look at an example of a first-year degree structure for a student doing a conjoint Bachelor of Commerce and a Bachelor of Arts majoring in English and Korean. So as you can see, the first year is split pretty evenly between both degrees. In semester 1, the student is taking a mix of courses for both commerce and arts, including the core Waipapa Taumatoro course, which all first year students complete. The main difference with a conjoint is that in semester 2, instead of taking the usual 4 courses, the student is enrolled in 5. The Bachelor of Communication at Waipapa Taumatoro is a 3-year, full-time undergraduate degree designed to equip students with the skills and knowledge to thrive in today's fast-paced, media-rich world. This program focuses on core capabilities like writing, public speaking, critical and creative thinking, leadership, research, and cultural competency, all of which are essential for careers in communication across a range of industries. Students can choose one of 3 majors, depending on their interests and career goals. Communication and social change is ideal for those passionate about advocacy, media, and making a difference. Communication and technology is for students interested in the digital world, media innovation, and future communication platforms. Communication and leadership is perfect for those who want to influence, inspire, and lead through strategic communication. This degree opens up exciting career pathways in public relations, media, corporate communication, marketing, and beyond. One of the standout opportunities of the Bachelor of Communication is our Communication Internship program. So in your third year, you'll get the chance to apply what you've learned in a real-world setting, working with one of our partner organisations across media, corporate, public or non-for-profit sectors. Now that you've heard a bit about what the Bachelor of Communication offers, let's take a closer look at how the degree is structured. This short video will walk you through the core components of this program, including the major options, compulsory courses, and how everything fits together over the 3 years.
When planning your Bachelor of Communication, you will choose from one of 3 majors. You'll also select a module, which is a focused area of study around a theme. Most full-time students taking a standalone Bachelor of Communication degree study 8 courses a year. If you're studying 8 courses a year over 3 years, you will have taken 24 courses by the end of your degree. All University of Auckland first-year students take one required course called Waipapa Taumataro. This will teach you essential academic skills and set you up for success for the rest of your studies. There are 8 core courses that you need to take in a communication degree. You will also need to choose at least 9 more courses from your major and 3 linked courses to fill your module requirement. The rest of your degree is composed of 2 elective courses. These can be any courses from the Faculty of Arts that interest you outside of your major, and 1 general education course selected from across the university. As well as studying a Bachelor of Communication as a single degree, you can take it as part of a conjoint. A conjoint degree is where you study 2 degrees at the same time in less time than it would take to study one after the other. This is just a snapshot of how you can build your degree. You can find out more about our courses and degree planning on our website.
Let's take a look at what the first year of a Bachelor of Communication might look like, using the Communication and Social Change major as an example. Here, the student is enrolled in all of the core courses required for both the degree and the chosen major. These include Comms 100, Comms 101, Comms 102, Phil 104, and the required Waipapa Taumataro course. You'll also notice an elective course, in this case French 101, but this is a flexible spot in your schedule, and it could come from any elective that fits your interests from the communication schedule or outside the program. And just to clarify, the old module system has now been replaced, so instead of needing to complete a 45-point module, these are now treated as in-schedule electives. So going forward, the Bachelor of Communication students will have the opportunity to take up to 5 elective courses. 3 must come from inside the Bachelor of Communication schedule, and 2 can come from other programs at the university.
There are a few things that really make our dance program stand out. You'll have a wide and amazing range of career opportunities, including artistic directing, going into further research, and professional dancing. Some of our graduates own their own dance studios or companies, or even their own event management companies. We also have a number of graduates who go on to become dance teachers or productive assistants in creative fields. If you've already applied for a Bachelor of Dance Studies, you'll likely already know that there are a couple of additional requirements for this program, and those include an audition. The audition includes a 1 to 2 hour movement exploration workshop, followed by a group discussion. No set pieces are required for the audition. You will receive an invitation to register for this workshop and interview held in Auckland, Wellington, or Christchurch. Alternative arrangements may be made for applicants who are unable to attend the group session. You will also need to upload a CV detailing your experience and write a personal statement. So what we're seeing here is an example of a first year for a student in a Bachelor of Dance Studies. For Semester 1, you'll have Dance 120 and 131, Māori 190 and Pacific 110. In Semester 2, you have Dance 107, 110, 112, and then your Waipapa Taumataro course. The Bachelor of Education teaching program is typically completed over 3 years full-time. Graduating with a Bachelor of Education teaching will allow you to teach at primary and intermediate schools, so typically students aged 5 to 13. In the program, you'll be taught by academics who are experts in their field of education and are passionate about supporting the next generation of teachers. Courses are taught through a range of methods, including face-to-face lectures, tutorials, and workshops, as well as online learning. When you complete this program, you'll be able to register as a teacher in Aotearoa, New Zealand. And although we'd love to keep great teachers in New Zealand, your qualification from the University of Auckland is your passport to the world. The degree is very well recognised internationally as well as domestically. A really key part of this program is the practicum. So you'll be spending time in schools learning how to be a teacher in a real hands-on capacity. You will have a supervisor from the university, and you'll also work with an associate teacher from the school, so you'll have heaps of support when you're out on practicum. We also have a practicum office who arrange the details of your practicum, and you can liaise with them if you need any help. Now, here is an example of the program structure for your first year in a Bachelor of Education teaching. There are 6 required courses in your first year, so EDUC 105, EDUC 121, EdPrac 106, EDUC 116, EDUC 114, your Waipapa Taumataro course, and then you can choose one course from a list, and one course is essentially free choice. The Bachelor of Early Childhood Studies is a recently established innovative program focused on the early years of children's lives, so 0 to 8 years. This degree does not qualify you to teach, but it does equip you to look at leadership roles in an education setting or even research and policy. This program is interdisciplinary and it recognises the multiple contexts that are relevant to working with young children. Not everyone who wants to work with young children wants to be an early childhood teacher. This makes it really ideal for students who want to make a difference for young children and are interested in early childhood education and want to explore multiple career pathways. So here is a sample of the program structure and the courses you may be completing in your first year of an early childhood studies degree. There are 7 core courses in this degree, so EdCurric 118, EdProfst 114, EDUC 115, EDUC 121, Waipapa Taumataro, SOCWork 111, EdProfst 115, and then a general education course. General education is designed to broaden and complement your learning. I'd also like to encourage you to think about the transferable skills that you gain with a degree like this. The skills that you learn in this program really can be applied to a variety of jobs. This is an excellent foundation degree that will prepare you for a career in a range of contexts concerned with young children and their families. Those career pathways include policy and leadership roles in Aotearoa, New Zealand and overseas, including being a play specialist, childhood researcher, curriculum or policy advising, early childhood centre coordination and management, and so much more. Now, the Bachelor of Education in Teaching English to Speakers of Other Languages will help you develop skills to teach students in all age groups and in a range of contexts. Here is a sample of the program structure and the courses that you may be completing in your first year of a Bachelor of TESOL. So your required courses are Langtech 101, EdProfst 105, and Waipapa Taumataro. As you can see from this sample, you do have quite a bit of choice in which papers you'd like to take as part of this degree. Now, if you're someone who loves being creative, drawing, painting, working with video or digital media, the Bachelor of Fine Arts at the University of Auckland could be a really great fit. At Elam School of Fine Arts, you're not just learning about art, you're making art. From your first year, you'll be working in studios. Yes, you get your own studio space on campus to experiment, create, and build your own portfolio. You're guided by practicing artists, and you have access to amazing workshops and gallery spaces. And in terms of what you can do when you graduate, fine arts graduates go on to do all sorts of things, from freelance and self-employed work like running your own creative practice or business, to roles in museums, galleries, education, or creative industries like film, advertising, and design. It's a degree that gives you the skills to create meaningful work and to contribute to the creative and cultural well-being of our communities. So this is what a typical first year in a Bachelor of Fine Arts would look like. You'll notice that Fine Arts 111 and 112 have larger icons. This is because they're 30-point courses, while your other first-year courses are 15 points each. You're still taking a full 60-point semester workload, it's just spread over 3 courses instead of 4. Now, every November, Elam students showcase their work and research in our annual graduate exhibition, the Elam Artists Grad Show. You'll see a clip of the grad show on the next slide.
The University of Auckland's Bachelor of Global Studies is a unique interdisciplinary degree designed for students who want to engage with some of the world's biggest challenges and help shape the solutions. In this program, you'll develop skills in key areas such as leadership, teamwork, public speaking, critical thinking, research, and intercultural communication. You'll explore key global issues like conflict, climate change, migration, and human rights, but with a strong focus on how local and regional action can create meaningful impact. What makes this degree truly global is its language and area studies component, where you'll gain in-depth knowledge of a particular region of the world. You'll be taught by high-profile academics and researchers who are leading conversations on the international stage, making this a degree that opens doors both locally and globally. The Bachelor of Global Studies is a full-time 3-year degree, and it's structured to give you both depth and flexibility. You'll choose from one of 3 majors: Global Environment and Sustainable Development, Global Politics and Human Rights, or International Relations and Business. Alongside your major, you'll take core global studies courses, study a language, and explore area studies related to that language, giving your degree a truly global and cultural dimension. The degree is perfect for students who want to make a difference on the world stage. It sets you up for careers in international development, foreign affairs, trade, diplomacy, policymaking, politics, and more. If you're passionate about creating change across borders, this could be the pathway for you. Let's take a closer look at how the Bachelor of Global Studies is structured over 3 years of full-time study. But one important thing to note: the Transnational Cultures and Creative Practices major is being phased out, so it won't be on offer for you in 2026. However, the courses available under this major are still available, so students may take them as electives in the future.
When planning a Bachelor of Global Studies, you will choose from one of 4 majors. You'll also choose a part of the world you'd like to study as your area study, and a language you'd like to learn from that region. Most full-time students taking a standalone global studies degree study 8 courses a year. If you're studying 8 courses a year over 3 years, you will have taken 24 courses by the end of your degree. All University of Auckland first-year students take one required course called Te Pūtahi Mātauranga. This will teach you essential academic skills and set you up for success for the rest of your studies. Most of your degree will be made up of courses from your chosen major, area study and selected language, supplemented by 3 core global studies courses, 2 electives and 1 general education course selected from across the university. As well as studying a Bachelor of Global Studies as a single degree, you can choose to take it as part of a conjoint. A conjoint degree is where you study 2 degrees at the same time, in less time than it would take to study one after the other. Global Studies is a great conjoint partner with many different degrees at the university. This is just a snapshot of how you can build your degree. You can find out more about our courses and degree planning on our website.
Let's zoom in to see what your first year of a Bachelor of Global Studies might look like. So in the first semester, the student is taking the required Global 102 course, they're taking Politics 106, we can see that the student has chosen Chinese as their language, and they're taking the required Waipapa Taumatoro course. In the second semester, you'll notice that there is a 5th course, Global 200. This 5th course is only relevant to students who plan on going on an exchange in their second year of studies. And that's because semester 2 of a Bachelor of Global Studies student's second year is a popular exchange semester for this program. And Global 200 is a course that must be taken at Waipapa Taumatoro. So we recommend that if you are planning on going on an exchange in your second year, to make sure that you're taking Global 200 in your first year. However, if you're not planning on going on an exchange, you won't be required to take this course in your first year.
Let's talk about the different structures available in the Bachelor of Music. So the first thing to note is that all Bachelor of Music students, including those doing a conjoint degree of music, will take 2 core courses in their first year, Muse 103 and Muse 104. Now, Muse 103 is an introduction to music theory, and Muse 104 then builds on that. But if you already have a strong background in theory, there is an option to skip Muse 103 and go straight into Muse 104. So how you can do that is you can take a short theory test to see if you're ready to jump ahead. The test will be available on the Muse 103 Canvas page starting from the 1st of February. So you do have to be enrolled in Muse 103 in order to access the test. That part is really important. Once you take the test, you'll get an email with your result. If you pass and you're approved to go straight into Muse 104, you can then drop Muse 103 from your enrolment and enroll in 104. If you're doing the Bachelor of Music, you will just need to replace Muse 103 with another course in order to meet your degree requirements. So if you're confident with your music theory, this could be a really great way to fast track your learning. If you're planning to study classical performance, this is what your first year course structure will look like. In semester 1, you'll take Muse 103, that's Music Theory 1, Muse 120, which is all about music and Western history, and Muse 125, which focuses on musicianship. You'll then take 1 practical performance course, which will be one of Muse 191A through 194A, depending on your instrument or voice. Then in semester 2, you'll continue with Muse 104, which builds on Muse 103, Muse 121, the follow-up to Muse 120, a stage 1 elective, so that's any course from Muse 103 to 188 that interests you, Waipapa Taumatoro, which is a reflective academic skills course that supports your learning, and part B of your practical course. So, for example, if you took Muse 191A in semester 1, you'll take Muse 191B in semester 2. It's the second half of that performance paper. Just a quick note, the Waipapa Taumatoro course can also be taken in semester 1 if that works better for you. It's totally up to you and how you want to structure your year. If you're planning on studying jazz performance in the Bachelor of Music, this is what your first year will look like. In semester 1, your courses are WTR, so your Waipapa Taumataro. This helps build your academic and reflective learning skills. Muse 103, which is Music Theory 1. Muse 170, Jazz History and Context. Muse 125, which is about musicianship. And Muse 197A. This is your jazz performance course, which will include lessons and performance workshops. Then in semester 2, you'll take Muse 104, which continues from Theory 1, Muse 171, More Advanced Jazz Studies, and Muse 197B, which is the second half of your jazz performance course, as well as Muse 276, which focuses on jazz oral and transcription skills. So it's a really solid mix of theory, history, musicianship, and lots of hands-on performance. The structure sets you up really well for building both your technical skills and your creativity as a jazz musician. If you're planning on studying popular music in the Bachelor of Music, here's what your first year course structure will look like. In semester 1, you'll take Muse 103, which is Music Theory 1, Muse 180, an Introduction to Music Technology and Production, Muse 125, which is all about musicianship, and Muse 196A, your performance-focused popular music course. Then in semester 2, you'll continue with Muse 104, building on what you learned in Theory 1, Muse 181, which focuses on songwriting and production, Muse 196B, which is the second part of your performance course from semester 1, a Stage 1 elective from any course between Muse 103 and 188, and WTR, or Waipapa Taumataro, which is the academic and reflexive learning course. This program gives you the creative, technical, and theoretical foundation to develop as a contemporary music artist. If you're interested in composition, here's what your first year will look like. Semester 1 includes Muse 103, Music Theory 1, Muse 110, Introduction to Composition Techniques and Ideas, Muse 125, Musicianship, and WTR, or Waipapa Taumataro, a course to support your academic development. In semester 2, you'll take Muse 104, Continuing Theory, Muse 111, which focuses on compositional development, Muse 145, about orchestration and writing for instruments, and a Stage 1 elective from Muse 103 to 188. This is the perfect pathway if you're interested in creating original music, from solo pieces to large ensemble works. If you're planning to major in music studies, here's your first year course structure. In semester 1, you'll take Muse 103, Music Theory 1, Muse 106, which explores music, culture, and society, Muse 125, Musicianship, and WTR, or Waipapa Taumataro, to help develop your academic writing and reflective skills. Then in semester 2, your courses are Muse 104, continuing from Theory 1, Muse 145, which focuses on orchestration, Muse 162, an Introduction to Music Analysis and Research, and one of the following. Muse 276, if you're keen to study jazz theory, a Stage 1 elective, or a general education course. It's totally up to you. The specialization is great if you're curious about the wider context of music, from history and theory to cultural perspectives. The Bachelor of Sport, Health and Physical Education is the program for you if you're passionate about health, sport and social justice, including for those who would like to go on to become PE and health teachers in secondary schools. If you do want to do this, this would just be a one-year add-on to your sport, health and PE degree. This program has 5 unique pathways. The dance pathway will focus on your understanding of movement, dance improvisation, and choreography. The sport coaching and leadership pathway will help you to develop the skills needed to deliver sport and recreation activities in diverse professional and community settings. Advance your knowledge of human anatomy, physiology, biomechanics, and sports psychology with the sports science pathway. The Health and Education Promotion pathway will help you develop your expertise in population health and the skills needed to improve and manage the health of people in communities. And the Health and Education pathway will develop your knowledge of physical education, health education, sports, outdoor education, aquatics, and games. You could also choose a generalist pathway and study a combination. This degree would prepare you for a wide range of career options, from professional coaching or teaching to health promotion or sports events management. Here is a sample of the program structure for your first year of a sport, health, and physical education degree. There are 6 required courses for your first year. Those are Sport 101, Sport HPE 104, Sport HPE 101, WTR 100, which is the Waipapa Taumataro course, Sport HPE 102, and Sport HPE 103. The electives you choose in the right-hand box will depend on the pathway that you're taking, or if you'd prefer to take the generalist pathway. Now, if you're interested in both business and sport, you don't have to choose between them. The Bachelor of Commerce and Bachelor of Sport, Health and Physical Education conjoint is a great option to combine both your passions and study options. In this conjoint, you'll gain the business acumen and knowledge to be leadership ready for employment in this increasingly relevant global industry. This program will give you a well-rounded understanding of the economic and social elements that underlie the field of sport, health, and recreation. You can learn to drive positive change in sport and health, addressing issues such as mental health, fitness, and diet. So here is a sample of the program structure for your first year of Sport, Health, and Physical Education and Commerce conjoint degree. This is an example only. So as you can see, in this conjoint degree, you'll take 135 points or 9 papers per year, rather than 120 points or 8 papers. This means you'll have a slightly higher workload, but you'll complete 2 degrees together in a much shorter time frame than if you took one after the other.
This is an overview of the application process. Now, you may be familiar with this by now, but the basic application to offer process goes like this. Once you've applied with us online, we may send you an early conditional offer. Once you've accepted this, you can go ahead and start to meet the requirements set out in the conditional offer letter. Once you've met the requirements, we will send you a firm offer, and once accepted, you can go ahead and enroll into your courses when they open. To make your enrollment process easier, you can use the Search Course Outline tool online via our website. Here you can enter in a course code, for example Muse 103, and use the filters beneath the search bar to help make your search more specific. And here you'll be able to find out if the course is available in Semester 1 and/or Semester 2, as well as a description of the course and how you'll be assessed. Before you begin enrolling into your courses, you must first have accepted your offer from us. From there, you can go ahead and enroll into your courses via Student Services Online and by clicking the Enrol icon. You can find this on student.auckland.ac.nz, and be sure to keep an eye out for when enrolments into your courses are open. In this online portal, you'll be able to access your program requirements, class timetable, and many other beneficial supports for the duration of your time studying with us. And regardless of if you have followed this course planning session, course for course, please double check them with the student hubs before semester begins. If you're wanting more information, you can check out our general course advice session. If you do need a hand navigating the enrolment system, there are a number of ways that you can get assistance with this. We have a number of resources available on our website to help you through the enrolment system, including written instructions and a video you can watch. If you want to talk to someone in person, you can always visit our wonderful student hubs. You can also rewatch this video or check out our general course advice video. If you want to study with us in 2026, you can go ahead and send us through your application right now. And just remember, you can send up to 6 different applications for study. But just remember, the closing date for semester 1 of 2026 is the 8th of December. You can follow us on social media using this link. And following us on social media gives you a unique look into the lives of our students, and it's a great way you can stay updated with everything coming up. I've talked about student hubs a couple of times, so you might be wondering where you can go to get advice on your application or course enrolment. We have student hubs at each of our Waipapa Taumatoro campuses, and it's important to note here that you don't need to be studying at that campus to visit the student hubs located there. You can go to the one that's closest to you. Thank you for watching this course advice session for Te Pūtahi Mātauranga, the Faculty of Arts and Education.
If you have any further questions for us following this presentation, please get in touch with us at scet@auckland.ac.nz, the email address shown on screen. Mā te wā, thank you very much.